Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good, guys. I am in the kitchen again tonight. And I, first of all, want to start out just by telling everybody who reached out to me, commented, sent up prayers, whether you commented that you did or not. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It warms my heart. Want to clarify one thing. What we're struggling with right now is not blood sugars. It's something totally unrelated, but because of the stress, it does drive blood sugars up. So I evidently neglected to clarify that last night. But anyway, guys, it's Jan. I'm coming to you live. If you can see a red live up in that corner, I would love it if you would drop live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from if you want to. You don't have to. And if you're catching me later on and it says was live up there, that just means that you're catching Facebook replay. Totally wonderful. I appreciate everybody who stops and listens in to see what I'm up to. Sometimes it's a little bit of craziness. I'm not going to lie, you know. But type replay in the comments if it says was live up there. And let me know where you're watching from if you'd like to do that, okay? Like I said, my name is Jan. I live in Nebraska. We have been blessed with some rain today, cooler temperatures. It's been wonderful. Humidity is really, really high, but hey, you know what? If we can get rain, I'll live, okay? So I love sharing. Hi, Patty. Thanks for tuning in. I love sharing our low carb to keto type lifestyle. And just all things more natural, trying to find or help our health be better every single day. We strive just to be a little better every single day. That's all we can do, right? So I share a lot of information in a separate page on Facebook. It's called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. You don't have to be diabetic to be in there. It is a group that you can request to join for recipes like the one I'm going to do tonight. And ideas, just a lot of information. Thank you so much, Lee. Hi, Ann. A lot of information that we use, that we've learned, and I like to pass along because, you know, guys, we were once in a bad spot, a really bad spot. We struggled, and even though we're struggling a little bit now, it was nothing like when we first found out Dave was diabetic and nothing seemed to work. Not a thing seemed to work for us, okay? You know, that's when we started the duos that we take. And they helped with the carb cravings, because carbs are an addictive type thing. They helped with the carb cravings. They helped us with our energy. They helped us just feel good, okay? It's sometimes hard to put into words when you mentally and physically just feel good, okay? So if you need information about those duos, drop them in the comments. But if you need to be in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, where I share the information about the meal that I'm going to fix, about all of that kind of stuff. Hi, Tina. Please put a group in the comments. I'm going to leave you a link. You can tap that link, get over there and request to join. Or if you can't wait that long, go on up there to the top. Facebook search bar, type in Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. It's a yellow and blue banner, and you can request to join, and I'll get you approved when I get off here. So, what are we doing tonight, guys? One of my favorites. I love shrimp. Hi, Caitlin. I love shrimp, okay? I think I could live on it. I really don't know why I live in landlocked Nebraska instead of somewhere on a coast where I could have shrimp and seafood every single day, because I do love it. And I probably wouldn't love it if that's where I lived. But anyway, we are doing a shrimp, sausage, and veggie sheet pan simple meal. Guys, this takes about 30 minutes from start to finish. I did a little bit of prep ahead of time, but I am going to show you what I've got, how I throw this together really, really fast, really, really quick. and you can certainly make it the way you want it, okay? I'm good, Natasha. Thank you for asking. I hope you're good too. The thing is that if I'm putting something in here that you don't particularly like, maybe it's one of the veggies, maybe it's one of the meats, feel free to switch it up to something you like. I'll give you a few suggestions, okay? In this bowl, I have shrimp that I've gotten the tails off of, rinsed, all that. Hi, Melissa. And I've also got some sausage. We use like the kielbasa. Guys, I know there's some sugars and there's some stuff in this that probably Dave shouldn't have, but the carb count on it is 2 carbs for a 2-ounce serving. So I kind of figured that's probably about all he's going to get is a 2-ounce serving with everything else that's in here. So that's not horrible. And this is not something that we eat all the time. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Judy. Hi, Debbie. Thanks, guys, for saying hello. I appreciate y'all so much. Anyway, so this is not something we eat every day. We have it maybe once a month. So the ingredients aren't fantastic on it, but it's something we enjoy. So sometimes you just got to say, we're going to do it, okay? So I've got the shrimp and the kielbasa in here. I'm going to add mushrooms. Now, guys, if you're looking for something different, you could easily probably use chicken, chunk up some chicken. Hi, Marcia. Chunk up chicken and throw in there. You could probably use some small steak pieces. Just pretty much about any protein that you want. Hey, Carol. I'm going to add mushrooms. You don't like mushrooms? Don't put them in there. We love mushrooms, okay? I'm also going to throw in some onion, and I just chunk them up, guys. We like onion, so I'm just going to chunk them up like this. I've cut them about so thin, and then I quartered them. I'm going to put this down a minute while I break them up a little bit. I just quarter them, and then when I'm putting them in here, hi, Debbie. Oh, thank you. Shirley, how are you guys? Oh, I thank you guys all for hopping on and saying hello. You're making my day, I'm not going to lie. So I just kind of pull these apart, guys, as I throw them in, the onions. Okay? Plain and simple. You don't have to break them up a whole lot. We do like onions, so I've got a whole onion here. You could use a red onion. I mean, you can use whatever you want. Oh, thank you, Diane. All right, let me dig my onions out of here. I used just one cutting board, so I've got my peppers over there yet, too. Guys, and I am going to add the peppers in here. I like the colored peppers. Hi, Jane. Neither one of us are fond of green peppers. Green peppers, I don't mind eating them, but boy, they don't like me. They don't like me. So then I've got just a couple of peppers, a yellow one and an orange one. And I've cored those out, gotten the centers out of them, and I dropped one on the floor. But you know what? It's 10-second rule at our house. I'm not throwing food away. Sorry if you don't like that, but anyway, that's the way we roll here. Anyway, so I've got all this in a bowl, and I don't think I have a big enough bowl, but it'll be what it'll be. So I am going to take olive oil, guys. Hi, Christine. Hi, Lily. How are you? And I'm just going to, oh, Lordy be. I don't have enough olive oil. Look at that. I'm out. It's a good thing I bought olive oil at Costco the other day. Well, we're going to shift gears, and I'll use avocado oil. I don't care what kind of oil. I could use coconut oil. I've got it over there too. So anyway, I am going to put a bunch of oil on this. Now, guys, I know this looks like a lot of food, but here's the thing. Dave carries a lunch every day to work with him, and I'm just going to mix this olive oil in with all this stuff and try to get it coated. Dave carries a lunch every day to work, and their options at, hi Lisa, their options at the cafeteria there are usually pretty carby, and well, he says the meals aren't that great, so sorry if you work there, but anyway, he said, it's okay. But he'd rather just pack a lunch and warm it up, okay? So I've got all this stuff going here. I am a mess. I'll pick it up. All of that going. I'm going to wash my hands quick here, guys, because I don't want my salt and pepper shakers and everything else with all that olive oil and avocado oil on it. Now, like I said, guys, avocado oil is something that I use. Olive oil is something that I use. Coconut oil is a good oil to use. I actually have some sitting here. Coconut oil has some great benefits with it too. You could use this, and look at this right here. It says unflavored. So, you know, coconut oil is another great option that you could use. And then I'm just going to start seasoning. Pepper. Okay. And salt. Now, guys, if you want, I've got a recipe. I'll show it to you here before I get real messy again. Okay. Sheet pan, shrimp, and veggies. Okay. And you could use, like this one here. I had zucchini in it. Hello, Diana. Hi, Kelly. You could use zucchini. You can use broccoli. You can use cauliflower. You can use garlic. I mean, if whatever you want to use, you know, like I said, it's really up to you. I'm going to give you guys another little hint here, okay? If you're ever in the store, these are great when you're getting them. I always print all my recipes out, guys. I laminate them. And then when I get them out to use them, this is it. Sheet pan, shrimp, and veggies, okay? That's what I'm kind of using tonight. You know, and season it the way you want it. This one has smoked paprika on it. Dave's like, nah, I don't feel like it tonight. So I'm not going to use the smoked paprika. But that doesn't mean that you can't make it the way you want it. This has become one of his new favorites, okay? Garlic, onion, black pepper, and sea salt. So I'm just going to add a little bit more, yeah. Black pepper and sea salt. But that's okay. The garlic and stuff, he really likes this one. Garlic, it's sea salt, garlic, mustard bran, onion, black pepper, lemon peel, chili pepper, oregano, and parsley, all in that. So it's a really, really good seasoning. And tonight he said, can you put some Slap Ya Mama on it? I want it a little warm. I can put some Slap Ya Mama on it, guys. This is pretty good too. Salt, black pepper, red pepper, and granulated garlic. That's what's in this, okay? Packs a little bit of heat. Hey, Jackie, how are ya? A little bit of heat, but not a lot. I don't mind a little bit of it. My son has that sitting on the table. Hi, Heather, how are you? My son has that sitting on his table because he loves everything just a little bit hot. So he likes to slap your mama, okay? So guys, really, seriously, all I'm doing is I am in this with my hands. Yes, you've seen me wash them, whatever. And I'm just mixing the seasonings around so that they coat the everything that's in here, okay? And I'm going to wash my hands again quick. Guys, I'd love to have you join me in the group. Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. If you need recipes like this, you know, any recipe you find in there that has the name Diabetic Eats with Jan on it, you know we've tried in our kitchen, okay? And we like it, and we use it. I use some of these recipes repeatedly, over and over and over again, okay? I've got a sheet pan out. I've got a silicone liner. And it's as simple as everything's mixed together. It goes on the tray. I have my, this might be a little bit big, but it's okay. I have my, yeah, well, I might have to get a small one out. I think I will, because this should be laid out in, in one layer. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to grab another pan out, quick, and I'm going to split these up before I put them in. And I don't have another liner, so away we go with some spray. Guys, this is just olive oil that I put in a spray container, and I can just spray this. I love it. It doesn't have the propellants in it like the other stuff does. And I'm going to split this into 2 trays just because that's too much to cook right. I'll overcook some of it and undercook some of it if I leave it on this tray like this. So I'm going to split them up here into 2. And like I said, guys, Dave carries a lunch every day, but I also am home all day long, and I'm always looking for something to eat so I can pick the veggies and the meats and all that stuff out of these and have me a great meal for a couple of days too. So that's really cool. Hi, Sheila. Okay, so there they are. Gonna wash my hands one more time. Guys, I'm really sorry. I have been very unorganized tonight. For that, I apologize. Okay. So, and these don't have to be in very long. You're looking just to get the veggies slightly cooked. I'm sorry, Heather, I did not. So I'm going to throw these in. I've got the oven going at 425. They're going to go in for about 8 minutes. And then I'm going to check them and maybe throw on the broiler for a little bit, or I may just go about another 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to check them after 8 though, which reminds me, set your timer, Jan. So this is a super simple, super fast, throw together whatever you've got in your fridge, you know, whatever. Like I said, when the garden gets a little closer, we'll have zucchini out of the garden. We might throw some small tomatoes on, the gamut, okay? Super simple, super easy. That's the way we go. But we definitely always want our protein and our veggies, okay? And the fats are a great benefit too, okay? Hi, Diane. Guys, our bodies need the fat too. And that's why I say avocado oil, olive oil, or coconut oil. Those are all good quality oils. Very good, okay? Yes, it would be a good thing to take for your lunches. It's amazing. It warms up really easy. The shrimp sometimes doesn't warm up the greatest, but hey, I love shrimp and I don't care if I eat it cold. After it's cooked, okay? And Dave and I we buy cooked shrimp a lot of times, and we just eat cold shrimp. So if it's already cooked, I'm okay with that. Hi, Sue. So guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Like I said, if you're looking for this particular recipe, I'll try to bump it to the top. Sheet pan shrimp and veggies. Like I said, I did add in here the kielbasa. I actually kind of combined a couple of recipes. Shrimp and sausage with veggies. This one was supposed to be cooked on top of the stove, but I said I wanted the sausage and the shrimp. Oh, that's cool, Heather. That's awesome. And I just kind of combined the 2 of them, okay? Which is basically what you can do no matter what, okay? Take a recipe, make it your own. And what I'd love to have you guys do is if you make this recipe or any of my recipes, please, please post a picture in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, okay? I'm trying to get more and more people to do those things, or you know what? If you use the duos, drop it in there sometime. What has been your success with the duos? I'd love to know, because a lot of people I reach out to, but I never hear from them. So please, you know, if you're in that group, let me know. I love seeing who's making what, because, you know, if you make a change to my recipe, I might want to make that same change someday too. So I enjoy doing this, guys. I hope you enjoy listening in. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will get back to you. And I think that's all I have for tonight, guys. Please drop group in the comments if you need to be in that group, and I will get you a link to get over there and join. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Smile. Pass that smile on, because somebody out there might need to just to see the flash of a smile today. Enjoy your day, guys. Chat later. Bye-bye.